Hey everybody, this is Angie from tourangie.com, and today we are in Lancaster, South Carolina. We're going to do the city limits, talk a little bit about history, and then just some places down here that I come to eat sometimes that I like. But there's a lot of history in a lot of places on the National Registry, or National Register of Historic Places too, so that's pretty cool. We're doing a drive. We're going to end up on 521, not the bypass though. So we're going to go right through downtown, and we'll show you some sights as we go. So I'll list some of the places that are on the National Register of Historic Places. The Robert Barnwell Allison House, Craig House, Currington House, Thomas Walker Huey House, Lancaster Cotton Oil Company, and then of course there's the Lancaster Courthouse and the jail. The historic district is pretty cool. Let's see, Leroy Springs House, Waxhaw Presbyterian Church Cemetery. There's all kinds of historic places here in Lancaster. Let's see, what else can I talk about history-wise? There's some famous people from here. Of course, I've talked about Andrew Jackson a bunch. He's in Waxhaw, so I won't say that he's from here, but he's close by. But there was a guy who was an astronaut that was who walked on the moon during the Apollo 16 mission. His name was Charles Duke. Also, J. Marion Sims, basically the founder of gynecology, is from here. But there's NBA stars, football players, Tom Addison, Sindarius Thornwell was the NBA person. Yeah, there's several famous people from here. And I guess the most famous would still been Andrew Jackson, but he's not technically from here. Some other cool things to see and do in the area: Bob Doster's Backstreet Studio. It's an artist. It's really cool. Native American Studies Center. There's Binford Brewing. I've talked about the Speedway, Lancaster County, and I've talked about Buford Battleground, the Presbyterian Church. I've mentioned it before. The Springs House. Let's see. There's a golf course, a couple golf courses and stuff. But then the shops on Main Street are really cool, which we're driving by here. There's some cool. There's a cool restaurant there too. 521 Barbecue. I really enjoy that place. One of the state parks in the area. It's actually south of Lancaster. It's actually closer to Chester. It's in Lancaster County, but it's close to Chester County line. Lansford Canal State Park. It's a really cool place, and you should go in the spring and see the lilies. It's a special lily. They only grow in this area, or I'm sure they grow in other places, or could grow in other places, but it's like its own little, species, I guess is what you would say. So that's a pretty cool place to check out, Lansford Canal. And let's see, what else can we talk about? I'm losing my mind. Hold on. Lancaster has, I guess, another name, the Red Rose City. It's kind of strange, but basically it's named for England. An area in England, York, and it was where the War of the Roses took place. So for some reason that came across the ocean and came to here in South Carolina. It makes no sense to me, but that's what it's about. I guess we could talk about some restaurants down here. I've actually done a video on the Pizza Inn down here just because it's so odd to see a Pizza Inn anymore. But it's pretty good. But some other really good places, really good actually, is the Joe Mars restaurant. It's on the bypass. And La Chalupa, which has like a buffet. It's Mexican and has a buffet, so that's pretty good. Down here on Main Street, we've passed, right off of Main Street is Leanne's restaurant. That's really good. Let's see. That 521 barbecue, it's really good. 521 barbecue has places up in Indian Land too. Yeah. Nearby, in Lancaster, is kind of odd. It's referring to Andrew Jackson, but it's a statue of his mother, Elizabeth. I find that kind of odd. But another thing that's interesting is the Anvil Rock. It's outside of Lancaster. It's on Stoneborough Road. And it's just a really odd shaped rock, about 10 feet tall. It's just a pretty neat little area. Lancaster has, I guess another name, the Red Rose City. It's kind of strange, but basically it's named for England, an area in England, York, and it was where the War of the Roses took place. So for some reason that came across the ocean and came to here in South Carolina. It makes no sense to me, but that's what it's about. And of course there is the monuments. I'll have to say that again just because of I've been trying to find it, all the Andrew Jackson monuments, but there's one that says basically that President Jackson was born here, maybe. Something about in his last will and testament he said he lived in South Carolina, not Waxhaw, North Carolina. Anyway, who knows exactly where he was born. But there's a monument down here somewhere about that. I really don't have anything else to say about Lancaster. Yes, the county seat of Lancaster County. It's got a cute little Main Street area, but yeah, it seems like I've had to talk about so much in my other videos that could have been talked about in this Lancaster video, but I've covered it so much I don't need to talk about it again. On the northern side of 521, it's going to miss it on this video, is the historical marker for Bar's Tavern that George Washington was at, but I've mentioned that several times. So yeah, I can't think of anything else to talk about. Sorry about that, guys. All right, this is Angie from tourangie.com. Come to my website. Read my blogs, make appointments so I can help you with your next travel adventure. I can find some deals for you. So, anywho, I hope you've enjoyed this. It's kind of a lot of separate videos covering a lot of the same places. But when you're in a car and driving, you can come up with a lot of videos. So, maybe someday I'll be doing some major travels again, but for right now we're stuck with this. All right, you all have a good day. Talk to you later.